Hey folks, welcome in here to the News 12 Now desk. Thanks for joining us. We are live following up on this crazy scene we had last night in North Augusta. Let me go ahead and pull up this photo. We've also got Nick Veland live out on the scene right now. Let me see if I can pull this up. There we go. So we got Nick Veland standing by live in North Augusta. So if you missed this on our newscast last night, we broke this to you. A lot of law enforcement agencies, multiple, at least 3 or 4 that we know of, were in North Augusta last night arresting this man right here, James Perkins. He's been arrested, wanted for murder in a shooting that happened a couple, let's see, I don't remember the exact date that shooting happened, about a couple weeks ago now, where 5 people were shot in Burke County, 1 was killed, and deputies were looking for 2 people. So we've got Nick there live. Nick, we saw just the active scene there. You can see it on the left side of your screen. You went out there this morning and spoke with some neighbors. What were they saying? What was it like for them last night?
Yeah, Nick, it was just a bunch of, chaos going on. I spoke to one neighbor. He said that 10 to 15 cop cars quickly came through and then surrounded the scene. He was just wondering what was going on, so he actually stepped outside of his house, and he eventually, came up to the caution tape. An officer said everything is okay, just go back inside your house to be, totally safe from everything. And he said he kept on monitoring throughout his window of the scene. He said he heard a lot of different things going on, including, the megaphone trying to make, contact with the person inside of the household that they were trying to lure out, as well as he did see the gas that was thrown in that eventually got him out of the house. And then other neighbors too, if you were closer to the scene, right now we are just at the front of the neighborhood. Life is going on inside. Everyone's kind of just, returning, back to normal after the chaotic scene last night. So we're going to give them their space for sure. But right now, if you were closer to that scene, you were definitely told to evacuate and leave the area for your safety. So a few houses nearby of where all that was happening, that was going on, they actually had to leave the scene and, return back later once everything was clear.
Yeah, and I do want to clarify, I said his name was James Perkins. It's Jordan James Perkins, so Jordan being the first name. Thanks for the update there, Nick. Also, Nick, have you reached out to law enforcement? Have you been able to get in contact with any of them, and what are they saying following up on this the next day?
Yeah, so I just heard back from Burke County on all this, as the charges were in Burke County, so we reached out to them. He told me to be deferred to the North Augusta Public Safety. We're waiting to hear back from them, and he says that they're not. He says Burke County says that they are sure that they will charge him on, definitely the events that occurred last night. No court date has been set yet, and they're still waiting to see if he waives his extradition for this incident that took place last night. So we are still waiting to hear back. We did just recently hear back from Burke County. I just had to read that right off the phone there because it was within the last couple of minutes. But as of now, we're still kind of waiting to hear back and kind of hear what's next for all that happened here.
All right, thanks for that, Nick. And we are going to check in with Nick a little bit later on the TV side of things over on News 12 at midday. We'll let you go ahead and get ready for that. While I start filling some people in on a little bit more here. Thank you for that update there, Nick. If you're wondering what this is from, this all stems from a July 30th shooting over on Claxton Road in Burke County, where 5 people were shot at an illegal bar at a house over there on Claxton Road. 1 person was killed. It was 34-year-old Derek Hilton. He was killed, and since then, officials have been looking for 2 suspects. Perkins, who was arrested yesterday, you see him there on your screen in the white shirt with his hands behind his back, and also another man, Jawandre Kelly. Let me go ahead and pull up his photo real quick. If I can pull this up, give me 1 second here. So this is Jawandre Kelly. This is the man they're still looking for, and there is a cash reward with anybody who can give any information leading to an arrest in this case. Let me go ahead and pull up Perkins for you real quick as well, so you can see this is who they got last night. This was, again, one of the 2 suspects in that shooting that left one man dead there in Burke County. So this is something they've been looking for these guys for quite a while. They found obviously Jordan Perkins last night, and this standoff went on for hours. I think it was a 5-hour long standoff that these guys were in with SWAT. The U.S. Marshals were there, Burke County was there, North Augusta was there, a handful of law enforcement agencies at this house, again in the Walnut Grove neighborhood in North Augusta. We don't want to show you the house where Nick was live at. We want to give them their space while this is all going on, but it was in the North Augusta neighborhood. As you can see, they took him out last night. I believe it was about 11:15. They were able to get him out. It's believed they threw tear gas into the attic where he was, and that's how they were able to lure him out. But they had the bomb squad there. They had all sorts of special units there trying to get Perkins out so that they were able to arrest him. And thankfully, no injuries to report other than some coughing from the gas for some of these deputies. But no major injuries to report, so that is good news. But again, the deputies and law enforcement has arrested Jordan Perkins. He's a 20-year-old, I believe. Yep, 20 years old, in connection with a shooting that happened back in July in Burke County at an illegal bar at a house on Claxton Road. So deputies are still looking for one more suspect in this case, 22-year-old Juandre Kelly. I'll go ahead and pull up his picture one more time for you. And if you know anything about where he may be, you are asked to contact deputies. There is a cash reward for information that's leading up to an arrest. So here's Kelly's picture one more time. Again, if you know anything, please contact deputies. I believe Burke County is where this originally happened, so that would be a good group to call. But if you see him in a local spot, give them a call too. So that was just a quick update for you on what's going on there. Again, Nick's going to be live at midday with another update on the TV side of things. So if you want to head on over to News 12 at midday, we'll have another update there. But for now, that's going to do it. We appreciate you tuning in, and we'll have another update shortly.